For the Bristle Bot assignment, I decided we had to figure out how does the Bristle Bot work, what are the Bristle Bot's essential parts, modifications, and materials I have. I had imagined to make a drawing bot and a bot that could draw. So the essential parts in order for it to work would be the brush head, a battery, the motor, and the double-sided adhesive to hold it all together. The modifications that I was envisioning making was using more pipe cleaners in order to make it to hold the marker. I wasn't quite sure exactly. The putty, I was going to maybe use putty to hold the marker, and possibly hot glue. So the plan was to put the Bristle Bot together by following the attached instructions to add a pipe cleaner to hold the marker or crayon, and then hot glue the longer pipe cleaner to the brush head so it could hold the marker in place better. As I went to create it, I put together following the instructions. I then added a pipe cleaner to the brush. I twisted it to the other pipe cleaner instead of hot gluing it just because it was easier. So then I added another longer pipe cleaner around where the legs were to make the legs a little longer to stabilize it. I then put the marker through the pipe cleaner that was supposed to use to hold it. I tested it out. It worked, but the wire wouldn't stay between the pipe cleaner very well to run the bot. So I made some improvements. I added putty to keep the wire on the battery. And then I also cut the pipe cleaner where the legs were, the ones that I added for extra because they were a little too long and it didn't move around as much. But once I trimmed them shorter, the bot moved around better and was able to draw with the marker better than before. And I also forgot to add the eyes until the very end. For the lesson specification checklist, does the lesson present a real problem? Kind of a challenge to modify it, and you can do it in different ways, like get one to draw or whatever. The students could relate to the problem. Maybe they have robots at home. Does the lesson allow for creative things? Yes, they could do whatever they wanted with it. We could make whatever modifications. It could integrate science and math depending on what you teach. We use the engineering design process in order to go through the lesson in order to modify it. And I know this is going to go over 3 minutes, but I don't know how I say all this in less than 3 minutes. So I'm going to keep going. The number 6, does the lesson use student-centered, hands-on teaching and learning approach? Yes, it's very hands-on, and they can figure out what they want to do on their own. Number 7, does the lesson lead to the design and development of a model or prototype? Yes, we created a model. Number 8, is the role of technology in the lesson clear to the students? I thought yes, because the technology for what I thought would be like the battery getting the motor to move. Number 9, does the lesson successfully engage students in teamwork? It could, but for this one, no, we did it on our own. And we did have to test and figure out solutions and evaluate how it turned out. And it involves us communicating our design and results by making this video to share with the class. And as for the STEM practices, for the science part, it asks questions and it develops and uses models. For the engineering, develops and uses the model. We made it. Plan and carried out investigations to make it. We used technology. I also kind of used technology to research different types of Bristle Bots to kind of give me some ideas. And then for math, making sense of problems and persevering in solving them. If something didn't work, you try something else.